You're watching PBS.
Local telecast of the PBS NewsHour is provided in part by
the New Mexico Humanities Council, seeking to understand who we were, who we are, and who we hope to be. The New Mexico Humanities Council, proud to support public and interpretive programs throughout New Mexico.
The camera is a powerful instrument for saying to the world, this is the way it is. Look at it.
Through her photographs, Dorothy Alang chronicled decades of change in America.
Everyone trying to find the American dream.
What does it look like? What does it feel like? What actually is the human condition?
Take a visual journey with Dorothy Alang. Grab a hunk of lightning.
And we will see.
On American Masters.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. on KRWG TV.
Next time on Frontline.
They're pointing over there and they're saying, that's the black flag of ISIS.
Shia militias are helping push ISIS out of Iraq. But at what cost?
Are you worried that Sunnis may turn to violence to fight back?
On the ground, Frontline correspondent Ramita Navai investigates.
They're as scared of the militias as they are of ISIS.
Iraq Uncovered.
Tuesday at 9 p.m. on KRWG TV.
PBS NewsHour Weekend is kind of a natural next step. There's no shortage of news that's out there, but why do people come to us? To give them some context and analysis that they can't find somewhere else.
Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on KRWG TV.
Watch MHZ Worldview on Digital Broadcast Channel 22.2. Every day, world news and public affairs, and every night, international dramas, all in English or with English subtitles. Worldview is also available on Comcast Channel 395 in Las Cruces and 399 in Silver City and Spectrum Channel 1271 in El Paso. Become a member anytime at krwg.org.
Hi, I'm Fred Martino, Director of Content here at KRWG. One of the greatest joys of my job is getting the chance to do in-depth reporting and interviews from all of the communities we serve. Newsmakers and fronteras committed to that goal for you. But it's only possible with your support. We hope you'll become a member or renew your membership during our Spring Festival. And thanks from all of us here at KRWG TV.
The latest community events are always online at the region's homepage, krwg.org.
Local support for a portion of today's programming is provided by Wells Fargo. Our support of Aggie students goes beyond just banking. By supporting NEWS22, we're giving back to the community. Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.
Tonight on NEWS22, 3 men in a crash at an Air Force base in Clovis have been identified.
The NMSU women's team departs for Manhattan, Kansas to battle.
And see what this little guy had to go through to get a meal.
All that and more on NEWS22 Thursday.
Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV NEWS22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Faith Shafani.
And I'm Selena Quintana. We now know the identities of 3 Air Force officers killed in a training flight crash near Clovis.
Their plane went down Tuesday night while on a training mission. Cannon Air Force Base has identified these individuals to be 33-year-old pilot Captain Andrew Becker from Novi, Michigan, 29-year-old Captain Kenneth Dalga from Goldsboro, North Carolina, and 26-year-old co-pilot First Lieutenant Deliker from Daytona Beach, Florida. The cause of the crash is still pending investigation.
The Navajo Nation is in mourning of one of their finest. The funeral for Officer Houston Largo was held today in northwest New Mexico community of Reboth. Largo is responding to a domestic violence call in a remote part of Navajo Nation where he was gunned down. Largo's family wants people to remember him as a humorous man who always wanted to help others. Tribal officers in both Arizona and New Mexico are ordering flags to be lowered to half staff. Largo served for 5 years in the force.
A Las Cruces man is facing 18 months in prison after a jury convicted him of sexual penetration with a minor. In addition to the prison term, 27-year-old Darian Pete will also be on probation for 18 months. He will also have to register as a sex offender. He was a bus driver for the Las Cruces Public Schools when he developed a personal relationship with a 15-year-old girl at Arrowhead Park Early College High School. That relationship turned sexual. He was arrested in October of 2015 when the girl's mother reported him.
A Las Cruces man is accused of voyeurism after an investigation revealed he hid a small camera in his home and recorded images of children under 18.
That's the first story in today's Crime Blotter.
53-year-old Paul Ickard has been charged with 2 counts of voyeurism and 5 misdemeanor counts of attempting to voyeur. Police learned from a company in Ohio that Ickard sent a hard drive to them to recover some data. The company found what looked like child pornography. They referred it to the FBI, who then referred it to LCPD. They charged Ickard on March 4th. An accused murderer in Doña Ana County Jail is facing more criminal charges after allegedly biting officers. 37-year-old Vernon Castle is accused of biting 2 jail officers in December. Castle was already in jail accused of killing a man. His trial in the murder case is scheduled to begin on June 26th. Authorities are searching for 2 people suspected of using a stolen debit card. The debit card was stolen in July of 2015 at the First Financial Credit Union in Bayard, New Mexico. Police say it was used to make 9 purchases in New Mexico and in cities like Silver City. Police say it was used to make 9 purchases in New Mexico in cities like Silver City, Santa Fe, and Las Cruces, among others. Police also released possible photos of the perps on Wednesday. Anyone with information is asked to call New Mexico State Police. I'm Peter Martin with today's Crime Blotter.
And we've had some lovely warm weather this week.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been pretty warm. Here's Jessica Nevadas with the weather now.
Happy Thursday, everyone. So I'm sure you've heard about the cold and snow back east, but there's also some pretty strong winds too. This squirrel in Washington, D.C. was enjoying what looks like a sandwich somebody threw away, and he did not let the strong winds stop him from enjoying his meal. Squirrels typically eat plants, nuts, and other vegetation, but when hungry, they will eat just about anything. The squirrel doesn't look like he's missing any meals, but he appears to be enjoying this nice treat. So I can definitely relate with that squirrel a little bit with the wind today, but let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions. We're looking at mostly sunny skies right now with a nice temperature at 77 degrees. Winds coming from the southwest at 8 miles per hour, humidity at 11%, dew point at 21 degrees, and our barometer at 29.90 inches. Today we saw a high of 83 degrees, an average at 70, so we're well above our average right now. Our low last night was at 49. Our record high was in 2013 at 82, and our record low was in 1962 at 20. Today we didn't see any rain, so our yearly rainfall sits at 2.13 inches. I'll be back later to take a look at your national forecast, but for now, back to the desk.
It's another busy day at the White House as a series of Trump's biggest campaign promises appear to be facing serious uphill battles.
All this coming up as the president reveals his new budget proposal and during a visit from the Irish Prime Minister. With more on all this, Scott McLean has the latest from Washington.
On a day that President Trump is welcoming the Prime Minister of Ireland to the White House,
we love Ireland.
He could use some Irish luck himself. That's because 2 federal judges have temporarily blocked the president's revised travel ban. The problem isn't the changes, it's largely what the president said as a candidate.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
The judges pointed to Trump's past comments in ruling the ban discriminated based on religion.
This is, in the opinion of many, an unprecedented judicial overreach.
Wednesday, President Trump also breaking his silence on his unproven claim that his predecessor wiretapped Trump Tower, seeming to redefine what he meant.
Wiretap covers a lot of different things. I think you're going to find some very interesting items coming to the forefront over the next 2 weeks.
Members of the House and Senate Intelligence Committees say they've seen no evidence of wiretapping, and the president has offered no evidence himself. But he's pointed to media reports to defend his claim.
I've been reading about things. I read in, I think it was January 20th, a New York Times article where they were talking about wiretapping. There was an article, I think they used that exact term. I read other things.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Paul Ryan is shooting down reports that White House support for the GOP health bill may not be solid.
And the president is playing a very constructive role on this.
But with the bill in serious jeopardy, Ryan now looks open to changes. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
Stay tuned. Jessica Nevadas will be back with your national forecast.
And later, a new study finds that better students have more fun. Find out more when News 22 continues.
Hi, I'm Marcus Royo, Underwriting Coordinator at KRWG. As a musician, I really enjoy all the great music programming on KRWG, such as Music Spotlight and Austin City Limits, and all the great local and national programming that is offered to our community. Help us reach our goal of $35,000 and 100 new members by pledging your donation locally at 646-2075, toll-free at 1-888-922-5794, and online at krwg.org.
Watch MHZ Worldview on Digital Broadcast Channel 22.2. Every day, world news and public affairs, and every night, international dramas, all in English or with English subtitles. Worldview is also available on Comcast Channel 395 in Las Cruces and 399 in Silver City and Spectrum Channel 1271 in El Paso. Become a member anytime at krwg.org.
Welcome back, and you're watching News 22,
where news matters. It's almost time to dance for the Lady Aggies basketball team.
And they were up bright and early to get on their way. The team left for the NCAA tournament this afternoon after getting a send-off from fans. The Lady Aggies are headed to Manhattan, Kansas for their first roundup match with the Stanford Lady Cardinals. Coach Mark Track thanks his fans for their support throughout the season and his 6 years in Las Cruces.
The goal this year is to go to the NCAA tournament, not just have a cup of coffee, but eat the whole meal. So we're really going to get after it. And again, I just want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts.
I think they have a very good chance of going a long way this time. It's very hard to get to the final, as everybody knows. But, you know, somebody's going to get there. And we got as good a chance, I guess, as anybody else.
The Lady Aggies take on Stanford Saturday at 11:30. Spring break is around the corner, and who wouldn't want to celebrate with a snow cone?
NMSU Psychology Club had refreshments, pastries, popcorn, and games outside of Milton Hall today. The Psychi Club was taking donations for a psychology conference they plan on having 11 members go. The event is scheduled for April in Sacramento, California. They say there will be many more fundraisers next month, including a pie-in-the-face event.
We're really needing to raise that money to get people out there and experience what it's really like, or to see how psychologists present their work.
And the best place for spring breakers to buy gasoline is in Houston. 2 Houston gas stations are in a huge bidding war, which has led them to make their gas prices so low, people are doing a double take. Cars lined up outside of the Chevron in Texaco Sunday morning to fill up their tanks when drivers saw the price for unleaded gas at only 79 cents at Chevron and 78 cents at Texaco. The station supervisor for Chevron stated that they kept dropping their prices in response to Texaco lowering theirs. There's no telling how long these cheap prices will last.
I couldn't believe it. But I think that's great. We haven't seen those type of prices in God knows how long.
If it's a gas war going on, I hope it's a trend that goes around the city, because we definitely need it in these times. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
The cheapest bottle of water, Ozarka, which is 16.9 ounces, it is 99 cents, and our 1 gallon of gas is 79 cents a gallon.
A new study out of the United Kingdom finds that some of the country's best students are also indulging in drugs and alcohol.
but not cigarettes. Kim Hutchison has details in today's Health Minute.
British teenagers with the highest test scores are more likely to drink alcohol and smoke marijuana, according to a recent study published in the British medical journal Open. Researchers surveyed more than 6,000 students from public and private schools across England. They used questionnaires to track regular use of tobacco, alcohol, and cannabis from age 13 or 14 through the age of 19 or 20, and national test scores to rank students academically. The study found that older teenagers with the highest test scores were more than twice as likely to drink alcohol regularly compared with lower scoring students. It should be noted, however, that the drinking age in the UK is 18. The study also found students with the highest test scores were nearly twice as likely to use cannabis regularly and 50% more likely to use it occasionally. However, this same group was less likely to smoke cigarettes and binge drink. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
The New Mexico legislative session will end Saturday, and lawmakers are rushing to finish their work.
While they're working hardest on the state budget, there are many other bills that were either passed or rejected. Here's a partial legislative update.
Today's state senate narrowly rejected a proposal that would have allowed terminally ill patients to end their lives with the help of a doctor. The Roman Catholic Church and Governor Susana Martinez opposed the bill. It would have protected doctors from prosecution for helping terminally ill patients end their lives. New Mexico makes it a felony for doctors to end the life of a terminally ill patient. Governor Martinez vetoed 2 bills meant to help local governments invest in broadband infrastructure, but she signed 2 others. She vetoed the Senate version of the bills, but signed the House versions. New Mexico's internet connection speed is ranked as similar to speeds in Iraq. The FCC says increasing the speed could create thousands of jobs in the state. The governor also signed a bill creating a fund to pay for the shoring up of a huge brine well underneath the city of Carlsbad. Engineers say without some remediation, it could create a huge sinkhole and swallow up part of the city. And the state senate has approved starting a fund to help repair damaged or polluted state trust lands. It would set aside $5 million to clean up illegal dumping, restore watersheds from wildfire damage, or deal with invasive plant species. The money would come from money collected from cattle grazing, oil extraction, and other activities. The governor has not indicated whether she'll sign it. I'm Mike Vigil with today's legislative update.
During the past few days, the governor has also vetoed at least a dozen bills. Her veto messages have not said why.
The White House has been shamrocking out this St. Patrick's Day with a lot of traditional festivities. Today, President Trump rolled out the green carpet with a reception for Irish Americans where the Irish Prime Minister Enda Kenny was presented Trump with the right shamrocks. This has been a traditional gesture since the Truman administration. The White House also shows off a festivity with bright green fountain water on the South Lawn. So we have record-breaking temperatures in the nation.
I know, I heard it's cold on one side and warm on the other.
Here's Jessica Nevares with your national forecast.
Y'all are absolutely right about that. We'll definitely see how that goes. So on this side of the map, you'll see the warmer temperatures like Las Vegas at a nice 86 degrees. How about that? Los Angeles, 80 degrees. Phoenix, 92 degrees. We're already hitting 90-degree temperatures. That is insane for this time of year. Dallas, on the other hand, 69 degrees. A little cool, not as cold as it gets though. You'll see Buffalo at 35 degrees, New York at 38 degrees, and Norfolk at 46 degrees. Let's go into a little bit more detail. So on my next map, you'll see that the folks in the northeast are going to see some wintry mix, meaning some showers, some rain, some snow, all that good stuff. So you'll see the showers start here, the rain and snow mix right here, and then the snow up here. So please, these folks could potentially be seeing 8 inches of snowfall. So if you're traveling this way, please be careful. On my next map, you'll see that the central and southern plains are at fire risk because of the hot temperatures that we're seeing right now. So right now, these folks are seeing 40-mile-per-hour winds with no sign of rain and record-breaking high temperatures. I'll be back after the break to take a look at our New Mexico temperatures and how they compare to these ones.
welcome to an exciting new season of New Scandinavian Cooking,
the international cooking series that explores Scandinavian cuisine, culture, and history.
Thursday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG.
Next time, Antiques Roadshow discovers that the sky's the limit for finding treasures in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
My God! Mom and Dad, great taste. Thank you.
Don't miss these appraisals and many more next time on Antiques Roadshow.
Monday at 7 p.m. on KRWG TV.
My mom was on drugs.
I never really had a childhood.
For students with everything against them,
Everyone thinks I suck at everything I do.
this school is their last chance.
Anything you set your mind to, you will do.
To make good.
I'm not just gonna be some deadbeat who never go anywhere.
He's gone. I would call the police.
How many more kids before somebody's going to break the cycle?
The Bad Kids.
Monday at 9 p.m. on KRWG TV.
Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions. Right now you see Farmington sitting at 67, Santa Fe at 62, Albuquerque at a nice 73, Roswell at 79, Las Cruces we're at 77 right now, and Deming at 78. For tomorrow, we can expect some nice warm temperatures as well. So Albuquerque at 77, Socorro at 79, Ruidoso at 71, Roswell at a nice high 86. Pull those shorts out, Roswell. You're going to need them tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sister cities. So in Alamogordo, expect some nice clear skies tonight and a high of 82 tomorrow. In TRC, clear skies as well tonight with a temperature at 52 degrees. Sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 84. In Silver City, clear skies and sunny skies tomorrow at a high of 77. And in the beautiful city of Las Cruces, we're looking at some clear skies right now at a temperature of 49 tonight. Our high tomorrow at 86 and sunny skies. I'll be back later to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
A murder suspect is dead following a police chase yesterday.
That's the first story in tonight's Southwest Minute.
Here you can see a yellow Corvette speeding through the streets. The chase reached speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. It ended shortly after the driver went off the I-17 in North Phoenix. A police car rammed the Corvette into a pole after it spun out. Police shot and killed the man. No officers were hurt. Authorities in Southern California are searching for a man accused of shooting a sheriff's deputy at a gas station. It happened Thursday morning in Hesperia, California. Authorities say the deputy arrived and a robbery suspect opened fire. The deputy was wearing a bulletproof vest that saved his life. The suspect remains at large. And quite a spectacle in Los Angeles yesterday. A fire hydrant shot a tower of water up into the sky and flooded the street in Northridge. The LA Fire Department says a car crash broke the hydrant and knocked down power lines. I'm Javier Gutierrez with the Southwest Minute.
And Tanya Barba is next with sports.
Thanks, y'all. Coming up at sports, your Aggies are only a few hours away from one of their biggest games yet. And later, a play of the day you don't want to miss. Don't change to ESPN just yet because News22 Sports is next.
Next time, Antiques Roadshow is discovering the hidden treasures of New Mexico.
You look like you're awfully excited.
I wear them as like junk jewelry.
Just made my day.
No. Whoa! Holy moly!
Don't miss our visit to Albuquerque next time on Antiques Roadshow.
Monday at 8 p.m. on KRWG TV.
The camera is a powerful instrument for saying to the world, this is the way it is. Look at it.
Through her photographs, Dorothy Align chronicled decades of change in America.
Everyone trying to find the American dream. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What actually is the human condition?
Take a visual journey with Dorothy Align. Grab a hunk of lightning.
And we will see.
On American Masters.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. on KRWG TV.
This is KRWG TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Tanya Barba, and let's swing into sports. Your Aggie men's basketball team is prepping in Tulsa for tomorrow's big game. And Aggie Vision was able to catch up with Coach Paul Weir, saying the team is excited to get back on the court.
Went really well. Spirits are good. Guys are excited. It's that time of year. We had a good break after the Bakersfield game. I'm really glad we got to play on a Friday, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have great legs and good energy. Post defense and defensive rebounding, they got really great size, really talented big men. We got to do a good job of keeping them off the glass, and then obviously making sure they're one-shot possessions on the defensive end.
And remember, you can cheer on your Aggies tomorrow as they will face against Baylor tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. The Lady Aggies are ready to dance. Are you? Your Lady Aggies headed to Manhattan, Kansas for their first round matchup against the Stanford Cardinals. And NEWS22 Sports was able to catch up with Coach Track minutes before they left.
Just that we really love the support of the community that you see here. We got fans, administrators, cheerleaders, band. It's awesome. New Mexico State University is a very special place to coach and be.
And former President Barack Obama may no longer be in office, but he is still filling out his March Madness brackets. He released this picture on Twitter yesterday via the Obama Foundation. He picked North Carolina to win it all, beating Duke for the championship. Arizona and Kansas round out in the final four in his bracket. President Trump respectfully declined to fill out a bracket this year. And one of the most exciting games this week in the World Baseball Classic happened last night. Team USA was the last squad to give some late inning drama for the Classic. Team USA trailed 2-1 as they entered the 8th inning on the second round opener against Venezuela. The bats would finally go into work as Adam Jones would help as he tied up the scoreboard with a solo shot to lead the inning. Eric Hosmer would provide the game-winning shot to finalize the score 4-2. The U.S. team will face against Puerto Rico tomorrow night, followed by a first-round rematch on Saturday against the Dominican Republic, a game you definitely don't want to miss. And tonight's play of the day is brought to you by last night's San Antonio Spurs and Portland Trail Blazers game. Y'all enjoy.
Aldridge trying to back down Vonleh. Good ball fake by Leonard. Oh, man! Someone dropped him out of the roof. Oh. Now, wait a second. He looked like a bird there where he was up in the air and he started to come down, and the next thing I know, he was up over the top. Whoa! What a dunk. I wonder if Popovich is still...
And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action next week. Still ahead on NEWS22, Jessica will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, get your taste buds ready for a burger that will cost you more than just a couple bucks. Find out more when NEWS22 returns.
They're pointing over there and they're saying, that's the black flag of ISIS.
Shia militias are helping push ISIS out of Iraq, but at what cost?
They're as scared of the militias as they are of ISIS.
Frontline correspondent Ramita Navai investigates.
Tuesday at 9 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
Each week on PBS, join Charlie Rose for a recap of the week's biggest stories with in-depth analysis and fresh perspectives. Enjoy lively interviews with top newsmakers.
I'm asking.
As they discuss defining moments in the news, the sciences, the arts, and entertainment.
Come on!
Don't miss all this and more on Charlie Rose the Week.
Friday at 7:30 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
Let's take a look at our top stories. A funeral was held today for a Navajo officer. The White House government and the Lady Aggies departed for the NCAA tournament and received a heartfelt send-off from their fans today.
This burger's price goes way beyond your normal gourmet burger. It sold out at a charity auction in Dubai for $10,000. The founder of the Dubai Lifestyle magazine phoned in the winning bid. The giant burger contains 7 beef patties, aged cheddar cheese, and veal bacon strips. All proceeds go to breast cancer awareness and free early detection. And now we have a special story from a firehouse in
Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at our 5-day forecast. I figured we might as well get those spring break jitters out. So for this 5-day, you can expect some nice sunny skies, all sitting at 82 degrees. For St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, you can expect a high of 86 and a low of 49 with sunny skies.
So it's definitely warm out there.
Yes.
And that's all for News 22 Thursday. Be sure to check out all of our newscasts after we air our KRWG News 22 YouTube channel. This newscast will be online at about 9 tonight. We won't be here next week because we are going to be on spring break. I'm Selena Quintana.
I'm Faith Shafani.
And I'm Jessica Nevadas. Good night.
Local support for a portion of today's programming is provided by Wells Fargo. Our support of Aggie students goes beyond just banking. By supporting News 22, we're giving back to the community. Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.
This is KRWG Las Cruces, serving the entire region thanks to your support. Become a member anytime at krwg.org.
It's Spring Festival here at KRWG, and it wouldn't be the Spring Festival without special programming that we're bringing you here at KRWG. I'm Norma Bichot, joined by Glenn Cerny, and we're here to talk to you a little bit about the passport benefit that is able to be at your fingertips.
Well, first of all, if it's a festival, it means you're invited and should be coming a part of it by calling the numbers on your screen. But there is a benefit of being a member that would like to, again, remind everyone. The response we've gotten from Passport has been unbelievable. It's a minimum pledge of $60, and what it does, it allows you, think of it as a public television version of Hulu or Netflix. It gives you access to the old programs that we've already aired. So if you'd like to see the opening episodes of Victoria, you can watch it on Passport in the comfort of your home.
Now, we also need to remind you, it's not just about the primetime programming that we bring you. If you've got kids at home as well, Passport is also beneficial. There's a lot of resources and educational tools that the children are able to get and learn from as well.
The important thing is that we hear from you during this Spring Festival. We're coming down to the final days, and we need to make sure you're in our tally. And how do you do that? Easy. Call 646-2075 or 888-922-5794, or go online to krwg.org. But the important thing is get your pledge in.
That's right. Pledging your support helps bring programming not only during festival time, but also outside of our festival time. Your viewer support is important to us, and we appreciate it. Not only your support, but the viewership as well.
And I'd like to invite you to consider becoming an Oro Vista Pioneer. That's for those who have the ability and the generosity to pledge $1,000 or more annually to KRWG. There's so many ways you can help, so please call in your pledge, whatever that level may be, right now.
Explore new worlds and new ideas through programs like this. Made available for everyone through contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello, Tommy James here, inviting you to join me on a time-tripping visit back to the songs of the psychedelic 60s, when the radio was rocking with youthful sounds of change, excitement, and lots of loving. It's time for Rock Rewind on My Music. With social and political unrest and the Vietnam War at its height, 1967 was a progressive year as well as a time of reflection, as represented in song by Diana Ross and the Supremes.